Something super political, so whatever, it's immortalized.
Keep the
Okay.
politics out of D&D.
Again, if we get to a point where it matters, that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. Total agreement.
Okay, so
Hey,
let's...
if we're still playing this game in 6 months, I think that would be a win, to be honest with
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna crack open a beer, my God.
you.
Let's all
Why is
just
everyone
calm
so
down
down? My.
and go to fantasy world.
Yeah, kill some cults.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hopefully you guys read the long and beautiful summaries that Laurel has written for everybody. They are
Wait,
very
we have
helpful.
homework?
Yeah, you had homework.
Oh, shit.
And if you didn't do it, you don't get a level
Is
up.
it on the exam?
Friendship over.
Yeah,
Good. It's never your friend.
Laurel and Garrett's friendship is over. It's going to be rough.
Now it's just a cold, lifeless marriage.
Yep.
That's the
That's the
American
dream.
dream, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys had a lot happen to you last session. You finished up kind of clearing out the library. You went down to the lower level, which was unlocked for the first time in millennia. And when you were down there, you learned a number of things about the nature of the guild, the nature of the portals, a little bit of the backstory of how the lowest level of the guild was sealed, and how the various portals were closed using specific artifacts. We found out that Damon had one of these artifacts contained in a secret chest compartment, and that it was one of the things that allowed him to practice magic on the lowest level of the guild. And Marin took this artifact from him in order to protect this lowest level from any would-be invaders, since they would all be unable to cast magic. After that moment, you guys went back up and kind of got ready for bed. I guess you guys went on a quick trek to the bank to get some more evidence indicating that, yes, the Lockwater brothers did withdraw a large sum of money before they went missing, and this is just another piece of evidence that you can kind of turn over to the guard captain for Miliardo's case. Then you guys went back to the guild and kind of got ready for the big day tomorrow. And in the night, Fosner saw dreams of fires in Old Town, and sure enough, you guys woke up to Marin asking you guys to get upstairs immediately, and there assembled were all of the remaining squads and guild masters that were around. And Marin quickly assigned each one of them different tasks. Some groups went to see Miliardo, basically to protect Miliardo. Some went down into the lower levels to defend the guild from an attack. And you were tasked to go from the other side and attack the guild in their stronghold. Attack the cult in their stronghold. When you guys left the guild, you found Joe Hoff already kind of running to see you, and once you gathered up with him, you, Bear Squad, accompanied by Evander and Anna, made it to the Old Town docks, where you guys were confronted by a large band of cultists. And it's maybe loading. Oh geez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys see anything?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I can't. Just a sec.
I'm all good.
Okay, we're good.
Oh.
Okay, are we good?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'm having a little problem connecting.
stands a robot.
I thought life was the robot.
Well, player development stuff here.
I'm rebooting it and see what happens.
Sure.
I'm good.
Okay. So, little bit of retcon. I wanted to cut back to this scene. Basically, you guys were attacked in the streets, and you guys kind of whipped out all your powerful new magic and just started tearing into these cultists. And before long, you noticed that some of the cultists were heading south down a road, distracted by something, and soon enough, a large band of elk came running down the street, colliding with the Cyric cultists. And Arcanus appeared on top of a rooftop, where with his staff in one hand, his skin covered in a thick layer of tree bark, and he turned to you and said, "I believe I have these. You're free to complete your mission." And then he turns into a bird and flies down to your level and addresses you. And now we're caught up. And
Okay.
he plants his staff in the earth, and roots start to kind of like come out of it and inject themselves into the ground, and the staff stands erect. Little leaves and like limbs start to grow out of the top of the branches as like the water rains down on it, and little buds start to like form on the edge of the branches. And he turns to you and casts Mass Cure Wounds on all of you.
Nice.
If I can find it.
For how much monies?
Oh, wow. Wait, that looks wrong. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyways, let me actually cast it. 3d8. Okay, so everybody regained 16 hit points.
Does this help our temporary hit points or just?
No, temporary hit points are their own, basically, slot.
Okay. And did Isolde cast aid before this happened?
Only on a few people.
Okay.
And he turns to the rest of you and says, "Make haste, Bear Squad, but tarry for a moment, Vosner." And he turns to Isolde and Demarcus and says, "He's fast. He'll catch up."
Okay. What do you need?
First of all, you're in cat form, so I'm just gonna
Right, yeah.
imagine, unless the group says anything specifically, I'm gonna imagine that they continue on. Anna kind of like motions to you guys to like keep heading down the road.
Yeah, I'll just say thank you, Master Arcanus, and head on down the road.
Yeah, I kind of bow to him and move with Izzy.
Mortimer catches up.
Yeah. And as you guys leave, he looks at you and says, "Let an old man dispense a bit of wisdom. No need to shapeshift. Your resources are limited." And he pauses, and as you guys walk past, you can see him looking up to the guild, the massive structure that's still in the distance. At the top of the guild, you can see Tetherman. The rain is like pouring down on him as he's casting and channeling this control weather spell. And he turns to you, Vosner, and says, "He is ready. And you, I have something for you." And he reaches his arm to touch you, but he pauses for a second, and he says, "A word of advice. Visions are only ever fragments of possible futures. Some things are set in stone, while others are not. and he casts a spell on you.
A spell. Okay.
I don't know why it cast it as an attack, but he casts the spell Foresight on you. And when he casts it,
Okay.
he touches you, and all of a sudden the world starts to like slow down and stand still. And then all of a sudden it speeds up really fast, and you see people moving in motion all around you, and like the sun starts to like move quickly through the sky away from the horizon up above you, and the entire city is full of light. The rain has stopped and the fires are extinguished, and in front of the crowd, or in front of you, is a large crowd gathered around a very large tree. At the base of the tree is Tetherman, and he's cradling his father in his arms. Everyone is silent. And then you cut back to the present. The sky is black with smoke, and the street is lit by blazing fires. In front of you stands Arcanus smiling, and he says, "Your friends are waiting for you. Go. You have work to do."
I guess I. Can he understand me in cat form or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I say, well, I know that druids, we're comfortable with the cycle of life and death. So, if what you say is true, or that's your inevitable end, I hope to see you one last time, but thank you for the wisdom you've given me.
He nods.
Just one question, though.
Of course.
I have a feeling that whatever is beneath the guild is something much larger in scale. So whatever it is, it's not done. Should I seek out others who are close to the land to continue to gain insight, or should I just go as nature leads me?
Nature is always the best guide. And yet, friends are also good guides. And you'll always have Tetherman. And he looks at you and says, "You must go now. You have to catch up."
Right. I nod or bow as a good cat would do, lift my tail straight in the air, and saunter off, and then run off.
Okay, so for the record, he just cast a 9th level spell on you called Foresight, which gives you advantage on all attack rolls and all saving throws, and everything that attacks you has disadvantage.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
And yeah, so you can catch up to your group just fine. And as you're kind of running through the streets to catch up to your group, you see Leventhorpe sailors and silver crabs and city guard all fetching pails of water, all fighting with cultists and protecting their city kind of together.
Nice.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, now we're good. Oh shit. This was not right. Whoops. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Why isn't he wearing pants?
It's hot back there.
Who said that?
Nothing. Okay, can everybody see now? Oh, as you're loading in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Am
As
I,
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we supposed to be scattered about here?
Oh no, I accidentally threw you in the wrong area.
Oh, gotcha.
So basically, you guys make it all of the way to the Lee Wind. You guys see a scattering of various citizens in various states of unrest running around, kind of trying to keep the fires down. You see some silver crabs fighting off a band of cultists, and you make it to the front doors. And as you come in the door, you see Big Pete standing next to Cass. On both sides of you are two silver crabs kind of guarding the entrance of the building, standing on each side of the door. You see Helena behind the bar with a crossbow, and there's a crimson rat standing over a dead friend who's lying on the floor. And Big Pete turns to Joe Hoff and says, "That's quite a shitstorm out there, huh?"
Yeah, what the fuck you do, Big Pete?
Well, we've been, resisting and all sorts of things like that.
Yeah, well, if I understand correctly, we've got to get down to the sewers right quick, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a suicide mission, but knowing you guys, that seems like, kind of your thing. Cass here will help lead you. And she kind of like nods at you guys. Oh yeah, also the guild leaders are with you. Is there anything you guys would like to do in here before you head down into the sewers? Oh, Vosner, you're still in cat form, by the way.
Yeah, I'm still in cat form.
Yeah, so you approach the group in kitty form. We'll just say you just come running because you have way faster move speed than everybody else.
Can I go and talk to Helena real quick?
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of lean over the bar and say, I don't know when or if we will be back, or what kind of resources you all have, but there is a shrine here in Old Town, and the priest there, Tyven, if someone could go and check on him, I know he will be trying to help, and it will be dangerous for him.
She looks at you and nods, and she looks over to Aaron, the paladin over in the corner, and sort of, without even saying a word, he kind of bows to her and runs out the door.
Thank you.
She says, "Good luck, and give him hell." And Tommy kind of like waves at Taryn, and you could see he's crying a little bit. And he's like, you don't go down on me, all right, buddy?"
I'll do my best. We've been through worse.
I'm not sure that's true, but God, I believe you. And yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
Take care of yourself too.
So Cass just kind of like stands by the door, ready to take you guys down to the sewers. And she says, "If you don't need anything else, we should get moving."
Do we all still have temporary HP? The
Yeah.
13? Okay, just making sure.
I lost mine in the fight.
In that case, if very quickly we could refill everybody to
Yeah.
13 temporary HP.
If you would
and then,
like to use a spell slot to do that, yeah.
I also lost mine, Dylan, so it would work on me. I'm not trying to like get you to
Yeah.
do it, but it would affect
This This is Mortimer's spell, so
Yeah, no, but the way we organized it was that it would use a first level spell slot for you to switch, I think, in between them. Because technically you're supposed to summon an individual cannon every single time you do it, and we just made him a standing thing.
got it. I didn't know if it was already still at that protector, or if I'd have to use a spell slot to move it back.
You used a spell slot to turn it into a force cannon during that fight. So I was saying, basically, like, each time you switch its use, let's use a spell slot. Like it's a first level spell slot, I think, so not a big deal.
Yeah, in that case, let's hold on to it. So,
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
That's good. It's fine. I'm doing decent.
Okay. So,
Can we, just real quick though, I cast 8 on 3 people, and I know myself and DeMarcus were 2 of them. Who's the other person?
I think it was me because I've got 10 more HP than I should.
Okay, good. That's what I thought.
for the record, there's a spot in your character sheet on the word where the word max is, where you can actually just type in the number that's bonus to your thing instead of actually changing it. There's a little thing that says plus max. It's grayed out, and you can just type it in there.
All right.
Cool.
Anyways, so alternatively, you can just equip that
before we
buff.
head out? Before we head out, I want to quickly just Joe off is going to go over to Big Pete and say to him, "Oi, yeah, keep them off our backs, but don't do anything fucking stupid. I'll expect to see you afterwards, right?"
Yeah, you know, if we both survive the end of the world here. And
Yeah,
I asked. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to need you to fucking survive, Big Pete.
well, what would Mottstone be without its mayor, Big Pete? And I'll need you to survive as well. To be, I don't know, Lieutenant Mayor? Is that a thing?
Well, it is if the mayor says it is, right?
I think that's how that works.
Right. Be safe, Pete.
And he, like, pulls out, you know, a big spear and kind of, like, walks towards the door to kind of, you know, head out into the streets. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Upon hearing that conversation, Missile says, "Lieutenant Mayor Johoff, can I see you for a second?" And we'll cast Enlarge Reduce. So I'm going to cast Enlarge on Johoff.
Oh,
So
hold on. That only lasts a certain amount of time.
Oh. Does it? Let me see here.
Yeah, I think it lasts 10 rounds.
Ah, nuts. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It's a good thing to cast in a fight.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that.
Giant Johoff incoming. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys are led by Cass down into the cellar, and then down where you find like a number of kind of like silver crabs who are wounded, who are being tended to, who are being like healed up and bandaged, and you guys make it to the Brackish Inn, which is sort of like the no man's land in between the two different rival criminal factions, and the connecting point, kind of the hub that connects up their set of sewers to the Silver Crab's sewers. And as Cass kind of leads you into this main room, you guys see in there is Chuthra, Bradson, and Galen, who are all kind of like nursing wounds that they recently received, and there's also Zert, the mediator, and Elvanor. Elvanor looks uncharacteristically sober, like he's been fighting and not had enough time to drink, and the mediator hands him like a big flask, and he takes a big swig out of it. And Galen turns to you guys and says, "You guys going in there?"
Yeah, we are going to do our best.
Yeah, well, look, we cleared out a large amount of the sewer as much as we could. It's still a little bit touch and go some places, and well, you might get picked up by a patrol if you're not quiet about it. So be as stealthy as possible if you're trying to make it to the main place.
Did you see anything unexpected, or just shadow blades and cultists and the like?
I guess what was unexpected was the number. I mean, how many of these fuckers are there?
I see.
There are many hellhounds.
Yeah, but you can deal with those. Just don't use fire on them. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah. Anything stronger than shadow blades?
Yeah. Well, just that Peter Lockwater. He's been carving people up left and right down there. A number of silver crabs didn't make it back from our last excursion.
Sorry, Brett.
And the mediator is like, he's very quiet right now. He's standing in the back and kind of just like nods at you understandingly. And Cass turns to the rest of you and just says, okay, for this next part, be ready. We're not far. And she starts to lead you down the hallway. Anything else you guys would like to do here?
Vosmer can't do anything. He's in cat form.
Yeah. I've just assumed you were in
Demarcus
cat
looks
form.
at everybody. Yeah, Demarcus looks at everybody and sort of says, "Let's try not to get separated. If there's a great number of them down there, if we split off individually, we can get swarmed and die."
Yes, if I can't see you, then I can't heal you, so try to stay close. And remember that you all have potions. Be wise.
Okay.
Go.
And with that, Cass leads you to the Old Town sewers.
Ooh, spoopsy.
When you enter, you can tell, you immediately feel like a chill on the air. It's actually rather uncomfortable. You kind of feel like you've entered into a crypt, and yet it's just a normal set of sewers. In front of you on the ground are the bodies of 2 crimson rats who appear to have been stabbed to death, with daggers kind of like sticking out of them still in piles of blood. The bodies have not been moved to the side, they just died there. They seem to have, whoever killed them didn't seem to care for them at all. And in the distance, you hear some, like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. There's voices, it's echoing off various rooms, and it almost sounds like low chanting.
How far away does it sound, John?
Fairly far, but it's really hard to tell because it's echoing off walls in odd angles.
Does the cadence of it make it sound like a spell's being cast, or is it more just chanting?
Make an Arcana check for me.
This is a little too reminiscent of the dwarves.
Okay, a 20. Yeah, you can't tell if it's a spell being cast, but you do get the vibe that it's something culty. You don't think like they're in the middle of casting a giant spell or like a multiple wizard ritual or anything like that. So it's nothing, or at least if they are, it's very different than anything you've experienced.
So, hearing this, I think Demarcus is going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on himself if you'll allow it.
Okay. Is that, how long does that last?
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Taryn will tell the group that he doesn't think this is a spell or ritual that they're casting, so we should continue to be cautious and not rush ahead to stop it.
Evander turns to you and says, "Yeah, that sounds right. Good idea." And Anna turns to the rest of you and says, "I think it's important that we stay as quiet as possible." And she casts Pass Without a Trace on all of you, which gives you advantage on stealth checks. Or I guess it gives you plus 10 to any stealth check. And she starts like heading down the hallway a little.
John, I'm sorry. Should I target myself when I cast this spell, or do you want me to just do it on the side?
Just do it on the side. I think it's fine.
I should be able to keep track.
Yeah.
Should figure out our marching order.
Yeah, you guys can kind of just navigate yourselves. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, keep it understandable. I'd say Anna's probably going to walk up front. And she reaches this threshold, and she like peeks in the room and looks around. In this room, you guys hear some light sounds of rushing water, and like the sound of the voices in the distance are getting a little bit more clear. It appears that they are chanting something in unison. Cass kind of walks up to the front to stand next to Anna, and together they push their way down this hallway and across this way and down. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That guy's still dead. And down here, and Isolde, you're the first one to spot that there's a crimson rat in the corner, and he's still breathing. What do you do?
I'm not gonna go like all the way up to him. But I'll just kind of whisper, "What happened to you?"
You're still pretty far away from him. This guy in the far corner here. Not that guy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you can't see him, can you?
yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, so you don't have dark vision, so maybe you didn't see it. I guess, my bad. I forgot that you can't see very well in the dark. So Anna notices immediately that there's a person over here, and she flags Cass, who walks over and starts to talk to this guy on the ground. And Cass says, "Are you one of the defectors?" And the Crimson Rat, who's like got blood coming out of his mouth, just says, "Fuck the cult." And what do you guys do?
I make an insight check on it. Am I present for this, or am I?
Yeah, you're close. You're right next to him.
I kind of just want to see like if I can detect if he's
Man,
lying.
it just got really laggy. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you can tell that that guy is genuine about disliking the cult.
Kind of like lean close to him, and I ask, "Where are they?"
It says they're chanting up a storm in the big room over there. You can get there from that locked door to the south there, or you can walk up the other way. The way to the south is a bit of a bottleneck, though. I don't know if I'd recommend it." And then he like coughs.
Lock order there.
Sorry?
Is lock order there?
Yeah, that piece of shit traitor.
Are they expecting?
Could I?
Are they expecting anybody? Are they laying a trap?
Anybody that walks into that room is in a trap. But I don't think they're expecting anybody. I don't know how you made it this far without drawing their attention.
Thank you.
Can I go up and maybe make a medicine check to help him out in like non-magical ways
Yeah.
to stabilize him?
Yeah. So what you discover is that he's bleeding out pretty heavily from some pretty extreme cuts. That like he was basically stabbed to death with daggers, almost nearly to death, and you're able to make like a quick tourniquet and stop the bleeding so that he is stabilized. He says, "Thanks for that."
Of course.
He says,
I-
"Down at the end of that hallway is Bill Thorne's study. The door's locked and they haven't figured out a way to get in, but, well, anyways, every door can be bashed open, that's all I'm saying. But, that big room, that's where all the bad guys are."
Thank you for your help. I hope you find the strength to get out of here.
Yeah, some of my friends will come for me eventually, if they're not already all dead.
Her face just kind of looks grave, and she stands back up from where she had taken a knee next to him.
Marcus goes up to Cass and asks, should we go through the front door or the back door?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys. I'm not quite sure what the best route is. And kinda Anna chimes in and says, "We need to go through the front. We can't get bottlenecked someplace too small. If that Crimson Rat's telling the truth, it would be, might be a death trap to get stuck in someplace like that."
Okay, I can break through doors if we need, but it would be loud anyway.
I'll keep that in mind. And Anna keeps moving forward. Evander kind of close behind her. By the way, you're all, because of Pass Without a Trace, like shrouded in a layer of like darkness, and it's kind of making you sort of invisible when you stand next to the walls. It's a little bit reminiscent of the natural effect that Anna's armor has on herself. Yeah, I don't know if Fosner can actually get through. Yeah, perfect. Anyways, you guys come down here. Oop, didn't mean to pull Joe off. And come around the corner, and the chanting is starting to get louder and louder. And Anna walks into this room, and there's a large metal door that is shut. And on the opposite side of that door, you guys hear the chanting like fairly clearly now, and it's echoing in a very large chamber.
Make out any words or the language being used.
Let's see. It seems to be in... Which one would make more sense? I guess it's kind of like a specific religious chant. Anybody who has religion as a skill, you can roll to check.
Okay. Oops. I don't know why I did that.
Don't cast Sacred Flame. Anyways. Okay, so Missile, you can tell that they're chanting something about the cult of Cyric, which kind of just makes sense to you. Maybe it's like a prayer that they're all doing in unison.
Interesting. I would mention to the crew that the intonations of the chanting suggest that they're all quite attentive into it, as though they were praying. We might be able to have the element of surprise.
We won't have
Alright.
surprise if I break this door down.
Anna turns to you and says, I don't think it's locked. But yeah, the second you open that door, all hell's gonna break loose. I recommend doing whatever you gotta do to prepare for this now. And she drops the Pass Without a Trace smoke that's covering all of you, and she begins casting a spell on her quiver, and it lights the heads of her arrows on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bless
Okay.
on Damon, Joaf, and Evander.
Okay.
Would now be the time for Johoff's giant fists?
If you want to coordinate that, yeah, I mean, you could basically turn him giant and have him open the door and run out.
I make such a proposition to Johoff.
Yes, fucking do it.
All right.
Okay.
I giggle, and then I cast Enlarge Reduce.
Okay, so, let's... Yeah, there are a lot of things
Oh, I
are
need
about
to-
to tick off. That's fine. Make sure you've equipped the buffs that you have. If you have Bless, equip that item, and if you don't have it, let me know, and I can add it to your character sheet.
What does Bless do again?
It adds 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
DeMarcus is actually. Oh, never mind. I'm already running concentration. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So, blah 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 blah. You guys open the door. As Johoff turns into a giant, like, hulk of a person and, like, bursts through the doors. He opens up into a room full of people shrouded in robes, their faces obscured, the chanting still continuing. At the edge of a room, a cult fanatic notices him and points out and screams like a hollow scream. And the hellhounds in the room are all called to attention. And a fight breaks out.
Yes.
Marcus would like to negotiate.
Roll for persuasion, and then promptly go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Unnecessarily mean.
Who's the least likely to try to negotiate?
Yeah. You're gonna need to roll a 45 on that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, because the idea was that Johoff runs in the room, and it's a bit of a surprise round, I'm gonna give Johoff, since he's in the front and kind of obscuring everybody's vision, the ability to run in and do whatever the fuck he wants to for like a surprise round, and then all the normal initiative will go, if that makes sense.
Sounds great. Can I just, on the quick, like as the door swings open, can I tell anything about the robed figures? Like I see two fanatics, I see the whatever they're called, the Shadow Blade, and the two dogs. Is there anything I can tell about the robed folks?
They look like normal humanoids, just kind of, but they also look kind of like, I don't know, meager. They look kind of like thin, like almost like they're just skeletons underneath them. They look very frail and hollowed out. Does that make sense?
Right. Lovely.
Oh,
Right, I
fuck.
think I'm... What's wrong?
I've wanted to show all their health bars, and I'm realizing that you can't see them. That's my bad. You should be able to see the health bars on them, but that's fine. That's whatever. Okay, so Johoff bursts into the room, and...
Yeah, I'm gonna run at this. I don't know if you can see what I'm targeting, but this,
Shadowblade?
like right across from me, that Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
Why won't I move, though? There we go. And with the enlarge, I've got like advantage on all strength checks, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let me confirm.
Yeah, read the enlarge reduce.
Bang. Until the spell ends, target has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws,
There you
and
go.
in addition deals 1d4 extra damage.
Okay, yep.
I'm gonna try to wrestle this guy.
Okay.
Because I weigh like 1,600 pounds and I'm 12 feet tall. It just seems like a good time to wrestle.
Yeah, I agree with that. So he's gonna make a acrobatics check against your athletics to try and dodge your wrestling. Ooh, you rolled a 19. Damn. A 1 and a 5. So that's your first attack. Tim?
Sorry, forgot to hit the button. I'm gonna use my second attack to unarmed strike him.
Okay.
Shoot.
You are attacking yourself.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. You... Yeah, oh fuck, because you have Bless too? Good lord. Okay. So yeah, you come running at him, and with one hand you try to grab onto his shoulder, but he kind of ducks out of the way, and then you go with like an uppercut and land it on him, and he's like kind of dazed a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and do flurry of blows.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the first hit, he jucks out of the way, but the second you catch him again, and yeah, he's kind of hurt. So just...
Yeah, I'm going to use
yep.
the natural disengage then to move back just a few steps.
Okay. Towards the
Maybe.
group or elsewhere? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to move like over there, because I don't want to block them being able to get out.
No, I totally get it. Now that you're more into the room, you see in the corner Peter Lockwater, who's kind of like got his robe half off. His like the cowl on his head is like half off, exposing his kind of bald, undead-looking features on his face. And standing next to him is a armored man, or at least man-looking figure, with 3 skulls, with a skull face with 2 skulls attached to his head, with a very large bone staff made of bone, and he's looking at you furiously, or I guess with fury in his eyes. And let's see, I can get the... And the fight begins. Okay. So Enna, seeing you rush out, sprints past the rest of the group and kind of like gets herself in this corner, and as she's running, she shoots this guy with a bow and just drops him. And gets in the corner and starts shooting. She shoots, I guess, one more time.
Really?
Yeah, if you guys haven't rolled for initiative, you should.
A 1? Come on.
Classic.
And oh shit, she's shooting fire arrows. Classic. Okay, so she shoots her bow at this hellhound, and the fire on her arrows seems ineffective. And she yells at the rest of the group, "There's a fuck ton of them!" And it is a Cyric Shadowblade's turn, who just got in that fight with Johoff, and so he's going to run at Johoff and attack him. Three attacks, and all three hit. Is there any disadvantage on them because of being large? I don't think so. It doesn't increase your AC, does it?
No, just the strength and the damage.
Okay. Yeah. So giant Hulk Johoff starts getting beat up by this Cyric Shadowblade. And it is the next Shadowblade's turn. This one, also seeing Johoff in the middle of the room, runs at him and attacks him. One hit connects, but he whiffs the next two.
I'm gonna use the Tipsy Sway to redirect one of those attacks into the cowled figure next to him.
Oh yeah, no, good. And it one-shots him. It crits. Awesome. Yeah, so you like giant hand dodge out of the way and kind of like push the attack that you dodge in a different direction, and the sickle comes down on the cowled figure, who drops instantly.
That's so cool.
DeMarcus, you are up. Matt, you're up.
Oh, sorry, I was muted, my bad. Yeah, so DeMarcus is gonna be running in first, figure out what the fuck is going on. So he's gonna run in next to his buddy Johoff, and he is looking around the room, and he is trying to find Peter Lockwater real hard. Yeah, can I see him, John?
Yeah, you can see him in
Okay.
the bottom left corner, standing next to a very frightening looking man who's got basically 3 skulls for head.
Okay. So, John, can I just counted it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I can Misty Step right next to Peter Lockwater, correct?
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Alright. So, as a bonus action, I'm Misty Stepping right next to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him. I need to target him. I'm assuming he can just like straight up see me appear in front of him. I don't have any advantages or anything, right?
Yeah, technically you're in the water, so it's,
Ooh, okay.
I'll say if you want to, you can blink to that crumble of rock to the either on the left side of him or the right side of him. Otherwise, I'm gonna say you're at like disadvantage because you're in the water.
Okay. And so, yeah, I am going to run an attack on him. Let's see.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
But that's a regular attack, not a. I got it. Never mind.
Not a big swing, yeah. Because I
Yeah, you
know
don't.
what
You
it
didn't
is
do a Vab Enmity, so it would be a bad idea to do big swing. Gotcha.
Let's see. Why can't I? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you hit him hard, and so you run into the room looking immediately for Peter Lockwater, and you blink over to him, appearing behind him, kind of in the shadows, and with your maul like above your head, you bring it down on him, and it connects, like fully connects, but like it just feels like he's got this otherworldly power that seems to make it so that like whatever damage you're doing is kind of like, I don't know, he can take it.
Right. I for sure want to do a second level smite on him.
Okay. Yeah. So, you hit him for your mace infuses with radiant energy, and at the sight of it, the Skull Lord next to him kind of like recoils in horror, and Peter, his like undead flesh starts to burn. Also add 1d8 to that roll because he's undead. Slash roll, not roll slash. There you go. And so, yeah. Is there anything else?
Well,
I guess you have another attack.
Yeah, I got a second attack. Yeah, so I'm gonna run a second attack.
That hits.
All right. Same thing. And I got 1 second level slot left, and I'm gonna smite him at second again.
Go for it. Yeah. Wow. 3d8 and you hit 24. It's all 8s. Yeah, and add 1d8 to that. Yeah, the second hit, like your maul flashes in a bright light that illuminates the entire room as you like bring it down on him, and it like lands on his chest, and you can hear it like breaking bones and like shattering his like torso, and it's like kind of caved in underneath his robe.
All right, that's all I got.
Dope.
At the end of your turn, the Skull Lord turns to you and casts poison spray. Out of the tip of his staff, made entirely of bones, which have been kind of like almost fused together, a big like glob of poison forms in the air and shoots at you, and it like flies at you with great speed and like pierces into your armor and like gets underneath your plate and starts to kind of like eat away at your skin underneath your armor. And it is now a cultist's turn. The cultist is going to continue chanting. This cultist is going to continue chanting. And the Skull Lord is going to go. He is going to... he's going to look at Johoff and cast a spell called Eye Bite. Okay. Wait, is it even that? These spells are so like... yeah, it's all an attack roll. Every spell. Okay, so it's definitely not an attack roll. Okay, so... why isn't it not doing it? I'll just copy paste it. Okay, so you have to make a wisdom saving throw for me as Johoff.
Just straight.
Yep. Okay. So, as you are standing there, you feel like this gaze of this Skull Lord in the corner, and it gets more and more menacing. And, and you all of a sudden feel this immense fear well up in you. On your turn, you must take the dash action to get away from him as you are afraid of the Skull Lord. You've been feared. Where's my fear? There it is. It looks so small on your giant body. And that is his turn. The cultist will continue chanting. The Hellhound will go, and he will run up to Enna and attack her. And he misses. Cultist chanting. Taryn, you're up.
First, I'll just kind of walk into the room.
Casually strolling.
Sorry, it's being laggy.
No, you're fine. It's probably my fault. Yeah, as you walk into the room, you see all around you figures in dark robes chanting. And 2 figures have already engaged Johoff in battle. Johoff just, looked at the Skull Lord, and you saw him, go pale, and he looks like he's about to bolt out of the room.
If I do my breath weapon, will it get to the cultist across the...
It will not.
Okay. That's fine. I'll do my breath weapon on the 2 guys, kind of angle it so it hits the Shadow Blade and the cultist right next to Johoff, and then just kind of dissipates.
Go for it. Yeah.
Not how I meant to angle it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the other one. So, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, so as he breathes out, the familiar, blue-white mist comes out, but there's, spores of green kind of, floating throughout the mist as it envelops the Shadow Blade and the cultist next to him.
Okay, sorry, I gotta restart. It pooped.
That's dope.
You guys are gonna have to reconnect in a second, sorry.
Explain that again, Stan, what happened?
Taryn ran out next to Johoff and breathed his breath weapon, and there was the familiar, blue-white mist of his ice, but, within it were, green spores that kind of, attached onto the Shadow Blade and the cultist next to him.
Point, right.
Okay, so you guys probably should reconnect because I had to restart it there. Terran's ability broke the entire game, and he's banned from the group.
Blame Jacoba.
Allegedly. I mean, he may have learned his own poison dragon breath weapon just at the same time.
True.
You don't know if they're connected.
Independent study.
Correlation and causation aren't the same thing, guys. I don't know why you're jumping to conclusions.
That's right.
Well, Isolda's not that educated.
Fair enough.
Marcus is preoccupied.
Vossner's a cat. And I can't connect.
Can you guys not connect?
Yeah, mine is
I'll close
grinding
it.
right now.
I'll close it and start over.
You're taking too long to respond, John.
You're taking too long to respond.
Dear God, let me into the game.
It worked!
Yeah, I just
Thank
redid it
God.
again.
I gotta set up all my macros again.
Wait, for real?
No.
No.
If we were playing, what, Roll20, then yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Also
Suck it,
no.
roll 20. Oh, the music died.
Right, give me
I
my
decided to give you
tiger
some
one.
more exciting battle music.
Sort of reminds me of like Dark Polka. It's pretty dope.
I was gonna say, now that makes me want to change it again. Dark Polka was not the vibe I was going for.
I don't know if the damage actually applied to anybody because
It did
Yeah,
apply
like
to
make
the.
stick.
Yeah, I can see that it
what it
applied.
was supposed to be.
Or wait, no, it didn't apply. You're right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so your cone attack hits that Cyric Shadowblade in front of you and hits that cultist down here. And kills him instantly.
Then I actually. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. This cultist keeps chanting. This cultist keeps chanting. And Johoff, it is your turn, and you must use your action to dash away.
Except that I have stillness of mind, so I am instead going to use my action to stop being afraid.
Oh, shit!
I'm gonna
Yes.
stare right back at the Bone Lord and tell him to fuck off.
Nice! Yeah, alright. Oh, that was terrifying. Sorry. Scared me. Alright. That one was rough for me. Okay. Yeah, so you still the fear in your mind, and like kind of the color like rushes back into your body, and the Skull Lord looks very upset with his skull features. And is there anything else you can do?
I am, since I can't attack these guys, I am going to spend a key point, I think, to take, where is it on my sheet? The one that allows me basically to take the dodge action for my whole next turn.
Okay.
Or until my next turn, rather.
Got it.
Where is it, though?
Patient defense.
There it is.
Okay. This cultist will keep chanting. Damon, you are up.
First, Damon is gonna step forward and enter the room. And Damon is going to Misty step over to join Demarcus.
Okay.
My fucking man.
I told Demarcus that or Matt, that blinking to that point is going to put you in water, which we were just going to say is deep enough that it would fuck with your ability to attack. So if you want to blink to attack, you're going to either have to go to the square right next to him or the square behind him.
Yeah, I'll go right next.
Okay.
And then I will ignite my sword and attack him with it.
Peter Lockwater? Okay. Roll that attack.
Yes.
Holy shit, you crit.
Yes.
Look at all those pluses. +2, +3, +1, +1 d4. That's hilarious. Yeah, a 28, that hits. And yeah, you run into the room and blink over there and bring your flaming sword down on Peter Lockwater's back, and his clothes start to light on fire.
I will just calmly say to him, "We will accept your surrender."
Is that your turn? Yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Isolde.
Alright, I am going to run into the room, and I can now see the fight for the first time, so hang on, let me get my bearings. Yeah, I am going to look down towards Peter Lockwater and everything that's going on down there, and I will cast Guiding Bolt on Lockwater.
Okay, go for it. Yeah. You launch a bolt of radiant energy and it flies across the room and hits Peter Lockwater, who's just been cut to shreds by Demarcus and Damon, both blinking on him at the same time. Is there anything else?
The next attack on him has advantage.
Jesus. Anything for your bonus action or anything?
Now that I can see everywhere, I wouldn't have run straight in next to that hellhound. I probably would be down next to Taryn.
Okay.
But that's it.
Alright. It is Peter Lockwater's turn, and he is fucked up. Let's see. Okay, so he's going to attack Demarcus with his very powerful piercing claw attack.
Has disadvantage on the attack roll.
Why? Oh, because he's evil?
I've got protection from evil and good on.
I think because he's undead, right?
That misses. And he is going to turn to Damon and attack him. Standard roll, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
And does a 19 hit? No.
It's not.
So he kind of in a moment of desperation, completely fucked up by all the spells you've been casting. He turns one direction swinging wildly and another direction swinging wildly, and is unable to land an attack on either of you. Both of you are basically in full plate next to him, defensive stances. And that is his turn. The Cult Fanatic will cast Hold Person on Johoff. So it is a, let's see, DC 11, I think Wisdom saving throw? Hold on. Yeah, wisdom saving throw. So what are all those pluses? I know the plus 1d4 is from Bless, and 3 I'm guessing is your wisdom modifier. What's the 1?
That is a good question. Is there a way for me to, like, hover over it and see?
No, unfortunately not. Oh, you have the warding bond buff equipped.
Oh, shit.
Has that been reducing your damage?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, it's been reducing the damage you've been taking by half.
Oh, so I should twice that hurt?
Yeah, so if you're at 31, you should be, so that's what, 21 gone? So you should be minus 21 more health.
What?
Well, can't have warding bond on if you don't cast the spell.
I know.
Unless you had intended to have that cast. Is it concentration?
I was not intending to have that cast, but I feel like that would have changed my priorities since he's surrounded and injured.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Let's,
Just let it roll, it's fine.
okay.
He looks big.
Yeah.
Looks like he can handle it.
This Hellhound is going to go, and he's going to attack Anna. And miss. And it is this Cult Fanatic's turn, and he is going to cast Hold Person on Terran. Alright, he tries to cast it, and you instantly counterspell. Make sure you mark the spell slot. This Cyric Shadowblade is going to run over to Damon and attack him with advantage because he's flanking. Okay, so it hit. It hit.
I will shield that one.
Okay. We'll undo it. And then you'll... Fuck. I haven't been doing it with advantage. Hold on. And then he misses the last one. That's fine. That all makes about the sense of everything. So, at the end of his turn, the Skull Lord is going to attack DeMarcus. He's going to walk over with his bone staff and club you with it.
If he's a creature type, he might have a certain kind of disadvantage.
Oh, good point. Oh shit, I don't know why it's marked for Damon too. Let me undo that. So I'm gonna undo the damage and roll it again to see if it hits you. Actually,
Matt, do you have +1 AC?
Yeah, it's added to my actual AC on my character, yeah.
okay, I will do the bone staff standard. Oh god, it won't let me do it, motherfucker. Alright, bone staff. You guys in your advantage and disadvantage, making my life really hard. Okay, 16 does not hit then.
We learned our lesson from Jacob.
I guess. And it is Evander's turn. And Evander is stuck under a cat. Evander is going to rush into the room and cast... Let's see. Wall of Fire. And he basically creates a wall of fire that's... Let's draw some templates. All here, and everything on the other side of it gets burned. And that's a 24. And even with succeeding their dex saving throws... Oops, I didn't make it invisible. All these guys die instantly. Well, not the cultists, I guess. Yeah, so this guy, he does fail it, so he takes 24. And, yeah, let me see, I gotta do his saving throw too. And he critically fails. So, Evander, like, walks in the room and creates this line of fire, blocking off the whole right side of the room, and the flames are burning in the opposite direction of you guys, kind of, like, cutting off a large contingent of the people. And all these robes just kind of erupt in flame and start burning. And the corpses just hit the ground kind of with thuds. And that is his turn. This cultist is dead. This cultist is dead. Missile, you're up.
Yeah, could I get one of those cats removed from my character? Because I cannot select them currently. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna have Mortimer go in first, because Missile's feeling a little timid against fire enemies. And so... Mortimer's gonna go here, which I think is my full 30. Sorry, Evander, he's between Evander's feet. And,
yeah, we got it.
Gonna do the Force Ballista against this fella. Is that a fanatic? Cultist.
Got it.
So let's do it.
Yeah. Your Mortimer comes like running into the room and then kind of like sets himself up into a turret and launches an attack at a force cannon at the cult fanatic, who's like currently trying to like claw his way out of the fire that's been wall of fire that's been put in front of him, and he catches a bolt of force energy and drops and kind of burns in the fire. The room's starting to fill a little bit up with smoke, by the way, but not enough. Not enough to like make it hard to breathe yet.
So that cultist is dead now?
Correct.
Okay, no point moving them back 5 feet. So Missile's gonna come in a little cautiously. I think that's also my full 30. Actually, he's gonna, well, you know what? Hell, let's go right into it. And do I see if there's a way to look around for a rock or a pebble or something weighing 1 to 5 pounds in the vicinity?
It would take like a lot amount of time to do this unless what do you have in mind? Are you gonna try to launch an object?
Yeah, catapult.
Yeah, we've just kind of specified that you've got that kind of like ammunition built into your pockets.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna fire a catapult at...
Now, you will be, now that you're engaged in melee with this guy, it's gonna be harder to attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So maybe I don't want to go that close, but I've already moved there. How tall is the ceiling?
Let's say 15 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna cast... but that's gonna get Johoff done too.
I'm good at dex saves if you want to, whatever.
I don't want to break my concentration on your enlarged self. I don't really have anything that's not ranged. Could I undo my movement and not come crashing in?
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't do anything with it, so.
Let's do that. He's gonna go right back here like a little coward.
Or like a ranged character. That's fine.
Or like a ranged character, yes, but also a small gnome coward. And in this case, would I be able to catapult, even though I'm going through 3 of my allies, to hit that cult fanatic right there?
Yeah, let's say you can.
Okay. I'm a good shot, after all.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
Yeah, you missed. Wait.
said,
Wait, what? Dexterity saving throw. Oh. Okay. So the way this works is that you launch it in a line, and whatever's in the way can get hit by it.
right.
And so you
Right.
basically lined up the Shadow Blade and the Fanatic, and it hit the Shadow Blade, so it's not going to go through and hit the Fanatic. Does that make sense?
Oh, I only want to hit one person, which is fine.
I know, it only ever hits one person. It's basically like a directional attack that will hit the first person it hits. That fails to duck out of the way.
Yeah, is it fine that it hits that Shadow Blade then?
Yeah.
Okay, and then since it hit, I'm going to do the Arcane Firearm additional D8.
Got it.
Not bad.
Yeah, so Missile pulls out his staff gun, basically, and it turns into a cannon in his hands, and he shoots it, and out of it comes like a projectile that's like coated in fire because of his arcane firearm ability, and it like flies through the air like a laser and hits, and that Shadow Blade does not duck out of the way, and he gets hit by it. Wow, that's pretty rare.
Smoke billows from my armor, and that's my turn.
Sweet. Bosner, you're up.
Oh my god! Here I am. Alright. So, big old cat's gonna come in. And there's a lot of people here. So, where is everyone? I guess Vosner will come, and where's Peter Lockwater? Is he down further? I can't see with all the... Where are they?
Yeah, you just can't see yet.
It's okay, I guess I...
It's also pretty crowded in there. It's going to be kind of hard for a big cat to get through. So you could jump over them, but you're getting... Yeah. We'll say that that's most of your movement then, though.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just then attack that Shadow Blade.
Okay. You have advantage on your attack. Oh, it hit anyways, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so you like come leaping over your teammates and kind of land half in the water, half not in the water, but you're a cat, so you're pretty agile. And you swing at you bite at the Shadow Blade, and you connect.
Nice.
And
right. That's all I could do.
At the end of your turn, the Skull Lord is going to attack Johoff with a firebolt. He, after angrily having his fear removed from Johoff's innate ability, he shoots a firebolt across the room and kind of lets out like a cackle as Johoff falls unconscious. And top of the round, Enna, kind of to the rest of your group, says, "You have to defeat the Skull Lord. He's gonna kill all of us." And she runs past these hellhounds, taking attacks of opportunity. And tries to line up a shot from the water at the Skull Lord. and she kind of like, oh fuck, I didn't mean to apply it to her. She kind of like, as she's like running, she like leaps off the ledge and like takes a shot mid-air, and it flies over Damon's head and connects with the Skull Lord as she like splashes into the water, and that is her turn. The
Dope.
Cyric Shadowblade is going to turn on Terran and swing at him. And he completely whiffs. And he misses again. And the third time he connects.
My AC is literally 15, so this is impressive that he missed twice.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing. He has a +8 to his attack. Anyways. The other Shadowblade is going to... jump, or he's going to run away from Johoff and over here to Damon and attack Damon. That's 25 to hit. I think you've used your reaction.
Yeah, I mean, it says when I use shield that it lasts until the start of my next turn.
Oh!
But that would tie the AC, so I think that still hits.
Yeah, that hits. It's good to know. I didn't actually know shield was that good. Fuck. And then he crits you. So that's 1, 2, and then swings for a third time. Wow. So all of the hits went on Damon instead of Terran, which is a statistical, I don't know, anomaly.
Improbability.
Yeah. Okay. This cultist is dead. DeMarcus, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do a big swing on Lockwater with advantage because I think the advantage that Isolda's weapon or attack gave hasn't been used
Yeah,
yet, right?
that sounds right.
So we'll do a big swing here. Oops. Let's see, I think we've experienced this before. I need to run into my character sheet to do it. Ouch.
Sorry.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So you take this big swing, and Peter Lockwater, who has just like been cut to shreds, is just kind of like his face half undead, and like as you've hit him with the maul and with the sword, like the skin is kind of like already sloughing off of his face. And yet the whole time you guys are fighting, he has this kind of like sadistic grin on his face, like he knows something that you don't. And you swing, and he dodges out of the way.
Okay. Oh boy. This is a crucial moment. So, can I take a bonus action in the middle of my attacks, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It was like Enna running over and saying that we need to attack the Skull Lord has gotten to my head. Fuck. Oh man, sorry. It's a tough decision. So
You're fine, dude. It takes me a long time to do my turns. No worries.
yeah.
This is a pretty crucial moment.
A lot of it had to do with like if I could get him at that point or not, which I didn't. And then Ennis said kill the Skull Lord. She targeted him. Okay, all right. So looking at Lockwater, I kind of like grin back at him, and I look at the Skull Lord. I speak kind of to both of them, and I'm gonna do my vow of enmity as I do it. I'm gonna do my vow of enmity on the Skull Lord,
Okay.
and I will say, I'm here to send you back to Sirik to deliver a message from Kelimvor. Your master will never succeed. Judge of the Damned has condemned him forever, and I'm going to attack the Skull Lord, and I think I've got I've got advantage on my attacks with him from the Vow of Enmity. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a button for me to hit when I do the vow?
I don't know. I don't know if we actually
Sure,
put
we'll
one,
roll
but
it.
that's fine if you just want to click it.
I'm gonna roll with advantage then. I need to target him. Shit. All right.
Yeah. So you. Oh wait, is that?
No, that was.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you hit.
Okay, and then I've got, I believe, one first level smite spell slot left, and I'm gonna do it on him.
Okay, so you have to roll the damage first,
Oops, jeez, yep.
and it's not big swing; it's regular.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Okay, so you hit him for. Wow, that's a low roll. Yeah. Wow, 4, 1, and you hit him for. And so roll an extra 1d8 because he's undead. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So let me add that 1d or 13 damage. Yeah. So you whiff at Peter Lockwater and turn to the Skull Lord, swinging at him, and he sort of like he just takes the hit pretty hard. The radiant damage like kind of goes into his body, and you can see it like tearing away at like his bones, and like it's kind of like lighting him up in a way that just feels like it's tearing him apart inside. And is that your turn? Okay. It is the cultist's turn. He is going to keep chanting. It is this cultist's turn. He's dead. And it is the Skull Lord's turn. The Skull Lord is gonna take a break because I have to pee. Take 5, everybody.
Sounds good.
So anxious. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Oof.
Freaking out.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have a feeling this is like a phase boss fight.
Ugh. Does have that feeling.
Yeah? Are you playing Dungeons and Dragons? No.
Kurt's cheery dog conversations are very,
With your wiggly nose?
Oh boy.
Kurt, we know all about the wiggly nose.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh well. There goes my
Our
secret.
dog gets a lot of praise.
He's a person. He deserves it.
He is the best boy.
Huh. There's a lot of options here, guys. It's
Yep.
That was probably the hardest D&D decision that I've had to make yet in that turn.
Harder than deciding whether or not to run away from that demon that was gonna kidnap you.
Didn't you run at that demon?
You sure did.
Me did.
There was one moment where he had Sanctuary cast on him, and he had to make the choice whether or not to run away. He did not.
It was bullshit. He did not.
I think that there was a principled narrative decision that guided that action. I can't recall what it was, but I'm pretty sure there was something.
Trying to save
Karen would have been
everybody.
left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when Aristos comes back, we can ask him.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to summon.
God, what?
Aristos' head is one of the three skulls, actually.
Oh, fuck. That would be so upsetting.
The cultists were on our side the whole time. I knew it.
Wait, you guys aren't part of the cult?
It's a comic misunderstanding, guys.
I wish
Classic.
you had been like, we're here for the summoning of Lord Cyric. Is this the right place?
No,
Yep,
no.
sure.
2 tunnels down to the left.
Oh, okay, our bad.
We got the flyer.
Okay.
Here for training.
So this is gonna get pretty intense. The Skull Lord is going to cast a spell that is going to ripple out of, like, a dark energy out of his body that floods into the room. And gotta make sure it's just a 60-foot sphere. Yep, okay.
Just.
Oh, those 60-foot sphere spells.
And this is gonna make a lot of rolls happen.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I have advantage on those, whatever that save
Yeah.
is, right?
No, yeah, you do. Okay.
Okay. Do I need to roll another one or take that result?
No, hold on. Yeah, we've got a lot of adjudicating to do here. So, first
Okay.
off, Missiles Cannon is immune, so that doesn't happen. Second of all, Terran, it's as you failed with a 15. The save is 18. Huh. I guess I can't know if it added bless and all that shit. I think it did.
I'm not blessed.
Oh yeah, well then there you go. Damon rolled a 29 and saved. That's an insane roll.
Actually, it was a 31, a 32, because I added 3 to it.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was already added or not.
I don't think that we've got a format for that.
Save. Sabertooth Tiger. Okay. DeMarcus saves. Damon. Oh, Damon saved, but he took enough damage that he went down. Okay. So, let me tell you what happens. Oh, the Skull Lord does not take the damage. And neither does Peter.
Did Johoff just lose 2 death saves?
Johoff just lost 1 death save.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And here's what happens. The Skull Lord puts his hands in the air, and his staff emits this cloud of necrotic energy, which just kind of explodes out across the room like a giant shockwave, and kind of just flies into people's bodies and just starts to drain their life energy. And the remaining cultists who are still chanting, all of them die. And are replaced by shadows. Damon hits the ground unconscious. DeMarcus does not go unconscious, but takes a heap of damage. And Peter Lockwater is alive. Who else got knocked down? I think that's about it for humanoids. Nobody else died to it. And you guys killed off most of the cultists beforehand. So yeah, basically he sets off a necrotic bomb in the room, which we're calling the Circle of Cyric. And anybody who dies to it turns into a shadow. Johoff did not die to it. He took a death save to it. So he is still alive, though at 1 death save automatically, starting his turn. And
Is that something I need to add into my character sheet?
yeah. There's a little spot for death saves. Somewhere. Oh, yeah, you got it. And it is now the cultist turn.
One question: do I get another roll on that save, or?
Oh, yeah. Why don't you roll that?
What save is it?
I believe it's Constitution. Let me check. Yeah, DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Speaking of which, I assume I have to roll for concentration on blast.
Oh yeah, and I guess Missile didn't get hit by the wave, so he's all right.
Oh, I saved. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it went through the wall. Anyways, yeah, let's say Missile doesn't. Well, you took damage.
I did take damage, but it went to my temp.
Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna keep the damage, but I'm not gonna make you roll concentration on Johoff, just because the wall. And then Laurel, Yeah, did you make a Constitution save?
No, but I can.
You have to beat... How much damage did you take?
42.
42. So you have to beat
21.
21. Yeah, that sounds right.
Might be impossible. Let's see.
Well, it's a Constitution save throw. You can get that. And Bless drops. So anybody who's got the Bless buff, unequip it. And the cultists... Oh, I gotta... Basically all the cultists are dead. Let me remove all the cultists from this. Okay, and these shadows roll for initiative and just join the fight. Okay, this Hellhound, which is on its last leg, is going to bite at Mortimer. And misses. Misses badly. Nice. This shadow is going to
Sweet.
fly to Enna and attack her. And misses. I don't know why I rolled twice, but that's fine. I think they only get one attack. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so it misses. Taryn, you are up.
So what are the rules for if someone who's down is stuck in an area effect spell? Is it 1 or 2 save death throws?
1. Oh shit. What are you casting?
Oh, fuck.
Up the bomb.
Taryn is going to cast Vitrolic Spear.
Okay.
So everybody in there needs to make a reflex saving throw, I believe, of 15.
Or dexterity. Okay. So dex save. What can you cast it into the chat so I can read it? You can place the template if it lets you. But... There it is. Okay. So let's adjudicate a little bit. Dexterity saving throw. Search Shadow Blade saves but takes half damage. Holy fuck. Wait. 23. Why is it taking full damage even though they saved? Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Okay, so some of the spells this happens with, and it's fine. Let me get rid of these effects because I'm distracted. So, Shadowblade saves, so he's gonna get back 11 HP. Peter saves, so he's gonna get back 11, but he was at 14 minus 23, so he should be at 2 health. The Dark Lord fails and took 23, that makes sense. Or wait. Oh, he decides not to fail. Damon loses 1 death save. The Cyric Shadowblade here failed, so he took 23, good. Shadow failed, took half damage because of resistance. Shadow failed, or saves, so it should have a little bit more. And this shadow failed, but took half damage because of resistance. Okay, so that is the... There you go.
Everyone who fails also takes 5d4 at the end of their next turn.
Got it. So
Do you want me to roll that now?
No, but I'm going to mark all of... Ooh, I'm going to make them all invisible. I'm going to put a little biohazard thing on them. Oh, wait, that's for everybody that fails. Yeah, okay. He didn't fail. Okay. Yeah, 3 of them failed.
Dark Lord failed, right?
Sorry, what did you say?
The Skull Lord failed, right?
He chose not to fail.
Oh my god, it's the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And at the end of Terran's turn, the Skull Lord is going to move. Into this hallway.
Ugh.
And it is Johaf's turn. Johaf.
Does DeMarcus get his attack?
Oh yeah, DeMarcus gets an attack of opportunity.
Zah! Can I hit him with the big swing?
Yeah, you can hit him with whatever you want.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh fuck, I might just let you crit him.
Sorry.
Here comes the big swing crit plus smite for 1 billion. And you still have advantage.
Marcus is dried up on smites.
Wow, you hit him with the big swing.
Oof.
For 21 damage. Yep. Is that all you're doing, or you're done with smites?
Yeah, no smites. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I can do. Yep. No
Yeah,
smites
so basically the Skull Lord lets out like this explosion, and Terran responds by shooting his own like super powerful magic and an orb into this group of you, and the Skull Lord immediately starts to make a run for it. And DeMarcus, seeing him turn, takes a shot at him in the back, and like you can hear it like crush into like the bony ribs of the Skull Lord from behind. Johaf, make a death saving throw.
Oh my god.
So that's 1 failure.
Yeah, plus the one from before.
Right. That is the end of your turn. Damon, make a death saving throw.
Oh my god.
Ooh-wee.
No. Go lay down.
Damon fails a death saving throw. Isolde, it is your turn. Actually, well, yeah, that'll be fine. Go for it, Isolde.
Can I step over or past Johaf?
Yeah, you can basically walk on top of his corpse.
I won't do that, but yeah, I'm just gonna ease past him a little bit. Can I?
Yeah, roll an attack for stepping on his head. No, I'm just kidding.
What the hell? I can't move my character. Okay. All right. So I'm going to hold up my holy symbol and cast Preserve Life and split 35 health between Johoff and Damon.
You can reach that far?
30 feet.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give 13 to Johoff and 12 to Damon. And that's, and yeah, okay. And then bonus action. I will bonus action a healing word, Damon.
Okay. Wait, can you do both of those things? Oh yeah, because the transfer life thing is a class ability, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Damon got how much health?
Damon got 12, Johoff got 13, and now I'm gonna cast a healing word on Damon. And then add another 3 to that. And I also get 3.
Okay, I added it to Damon. So Damon is back conscious, though he is prone on the ground.
I'll give myself
As
my
is
3
Johoff.
healer. That's all I can do.
Okay. DeMarcus, what were you concentrating on before? Protection from good and evil? You needed to make a lot of Constitution saving throws. Let's just
okay.
make an...
I succeeded on the...
Oh.
I succeeded on my saves.
Did you... No, but like, even if you... When you take damage, you have to roll them.
Shit, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so for the... Let's just make it for the 21 you took. So it's based... Or 40... You didn't take 42. You took 21. So, DC, like... Let's just say DC 15, because you took a lot of other damage. Let's just see if you can survive.
And whatever it is +3.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, it's still over.
Yeah, so I would say your concentration has failed for that spell.
Okay.
I'm sorry I have to do it kind of like abstractly now because you took a lot of amounts of damage in various times and I wasn't keeping track of it. Is there anything else you want to do, Isolde?
I think it was...
Something else I can do.
Okay. Okay, it is Peter's turn, and he is basically like all of the flesh, like whatever was left that was human of him, has completely ripped off by now, and he looks just like a mauled human being, like just skinned and just like mostly bone. And he turns to you once more, DeMarcus, and his long hand like stretches into this sharp bony claw that's like also like almost touching the ground, it's so long, and he swings at you. He swings out and slashes you across the face, and like one of his claws catches your neck and starts to like which starts to bleed excessively, and he swings again. And you hold up your maul and parry the attack, like basically keeping his claws from digging into your body. You are like basically on your last breath almost. And that is his turn. The cult fanatic is... Oh shit, he also turned into a shadow. Okay. And now it is the Hellhound's turn, and they both failed? No, they didn't fail, I guess. This one's gonna attack guess he's gonna do a flame breath. And he breathes fire on the back of... I don't know why it didn't go on you. What the fuck? Make a dexterity, DC 12 dexterity saving throw, Vosner, with advantage.
Okay. Dexterity. Saving.
Yeah, so you don't take any damage. Oh shit. You broke the game. I don't know what's happening. Oh, no, maybe we're back. Weird.
I should have taken half as much damage as I did because I have fire resistance from missile.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Let's
call.
give you... So it was a minus 19. So you would take 9 damage.
But I also saved.
Oh. I didn't realize that. Okay.
So I should take 4 or 5.
4 damage, yeah. Well, let's say 5, because we rounded down the first time. And Foundry crashed for me, so I had to reopen it. Sorry.
I gotta get out.
You what?
Yeah, it said I got booted, so I was...
Oh, I thought you said you have to go, like you have to leave. I was like, oh, all right, well. Later.
Okay, well, this is going well. Good luck, guys. Bye.
Bye.
No!
Oh my god, I just realized Bosner was back at the entrance of this level the whole time. Like, not as cat form.
It's super cool.
Yeah, every time I would select you, it would like send me flying. I was like, what is going on with this map? Okay. That is fun. So,
You just undo my damage, and then I'll take 5 away.
Lay down.
I just put you at 4 because you were at 9. If that's cool with you.
You need to go outside.
Okay. And now it is the Shadow's turn. And are they immune to fire? Oh, Evander would have had to roll. Is Firewall concentration? Yes. Okay, he would have had to roll concentration check on that. And he would have failed. So the firewall is gone. This shadow is going to come out and attack Anna. And it misses. This cultist...
Is there a reason
died.
why I'm at full health again?
Yeah, and the Firehounds gained health as well.
Whoa. Yeah, what the fuck?
And I'm suspicious that the Shadow
Oh
Blades
shit,
down
they did
below
too.
did
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Let me see if something weird happened. I think it happened because we restarted and it undid some saved health values. So I can fix that. That looks right. These Shadow Blades were lower. That all looks right down there. The shadows look right. These should be at like 1. Okay. Does that look close to what we had before?
Except for Vosner.
Those
There
are
you
like
go.
that low?
Sure.
We'll
If you
fix
want
it
to
in
give me
post.
more, if
We'll
you
fix
want to
it
give me
in post.
more, I'll take it. But
I think his was closer to orange than it was red, so...
Okay, well if... Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna... Never mind. Okay, this Cirque Shadowblade failed his save, so roll that damage. Is that the end of their turn? What was the roll for Terran?
Yeah, it's at the end of your turn.
Okay. So he is going to attack Damon with advantage. Oh, it's not gonna. There we go. And hits. Let's just do all the attacks first. Hits. And misses. I guess you could shield technically that one.
I think the two that hit are gonna hit even if I shield.
Okay. So let's roll damage. And as soon as like the magic from Isolde like brings you back to life, the Shadow Blade on top of you just starts hammering you down, like because you're still prone on the ground. And it is Evander's turn, and he is going to.
I rolled a 10 on the.
Oh, perfect.
acid.
Yep.
Do you want me to just keep that 10 for all of them?
Yeah, if you think that's a fair amount of damage. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's like exactly.
Okay, yeah, then I'm happy with it. If it was like a maximally low one, I would feel a little bit unfair for doing it. Okay, so Evander is going to... Fuck. Evander is going to cast Haste on Johoff. So he basically walks up to Johoff, who's just like still prone on the ground, and he says to Johoff, "Get him!" And he casts haste on you. And Missile, is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna have Mortimer shoot at the further of the two firehounds, just hopefully to put that down with Force Ballista. Excellent.
Yeah.
Is the other one dead or still alive?
The one closest to you has 1 health.
Ooh, that's not even worth...
It's worth it.
That's not even worth it. No, so I'm going to instead target this Shadow Blade between everybody and pour some powder down my firearm, plug it with a little shot that I've pulled from my bag, and we'll cast Catapult. Make sure everything's right here. Nice.
Yeah, you kill him.
Yay!
Nice.
And no movement's going to be necessary, I don't think.
Okay. It is Enna's turn, and she is surrounded by these shadows. She's just going to try to move through them to get a shot, and she's going to take attacks of opportunity doing so. And it misses. And this one hits, and so she's just kind of like trying to dodge in and out of the way of these attacks as she's running towards the Skull Lord, and one of them catches, and when it hits her, it seems to do more than just hurt her. It seems to pull her life force out. And she loses 2 strength.
Oh my god.
And you can see her like all of a sudden kind of feel like she's got more weight on her. And she still is like trying to climb up this this face here. And when she gets out of the water, she sees how you guys are like struggling and tries to help by shooting her bow at one of these shadow blades. And a fiery... Oh, I just targeted her and killed herself. She does not shoot herself. And she lets an arrow loose that hits the shadow blade. And she goes again. And the second arrow connects in the back of the shadow blade, and he like drops to his knees almost. And this shadow blade is dead. And it is this shadow blade's turn, and he, seeing Anna cast this, turned. Well, I guess he's gonna attack Damon once. He swings for 27, knocking Damon unconscious, and turns and runs to Anna. Swinging once and hitting her, and swinging a second time and missing. She kind of ducks out of the way and uses her bow to block the sickle as he's trying to deliver a death blow to her. This shadow is going to come over to Isolde. And hits with a necrotic attack. And roll a d4 for me, Laurel. You lose 2 strength.
Okay.
So this one. Why am I not on?
Okay. And it is DeMarcus's turn. Oh, at the end of that turn, the shadow takes the damage.
Yeah, hold on a second. I don't think I got move for the second round. I'm not in the...
Oh. You
list
had like
either.
a 1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let's have it be your turn now, then.
Okay. Vosner's gonna... Oops. Kitty hop over here. Boop. He's gonna drop the form as a bonus action, so he'll be sort of in front of Isolde.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Ice Knife at 4th level at the Bone Lord.
Okay. Go for it.
Did it work?
Okay, you placed the template. Did you roll the attack?
I thought I did. Let me try again.
There it is.
There we go.
The Skull Lord saves, which means... So wait, you roll an attack, right? And then you roll the damage? Or how's that work? It's a dex saving throw for... Can you just post this spell? Let me... Actually, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, this one... I create a shard of... I just put it in here. Is that possible?
Make a ranged spell attack at the target. Okay, so just roll 1d20 plus whatever your spell
attack modifier is.
Yeah.
Do I get an advantage to it since it's a spell attack?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. What is my spell modifier? I think it's +7.
Okay. So let's say you hit because you've got advantage. But then he succeeds the dexterity saving throw, and because he has evasion, which means he doesn't take any damage if he dodges on a spell attack, that he just doesn't take any damage from the ice part, which he's resistant to anyways. So you basically hurl an ice spear, and it hits him, but it doesn't. The effect of the explosion doesn't hurt him.
Okay. But he still takes the piercing damage?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. So that one shadow went and did its turn, and then so basically we just retconned it a little bit. Wait, how the fuck did we fuck it up? Why is he gone from the list again? Oh, because I deleted the cat. Motherfucker. You and your changing forms. Vosner Tattoo. Your initiative is incredible.
Incredibly low? Yeah.
Okay, there we go. It's fixed now. Did Marcus did his turn or no? Did we fuck that up?
No, I think he was about to, and then Vosner had
Yeah, I was
trying to take his turn.
That makes sense. Okay,
I wanted
DeMarcus,
to go
you're up.
before the turnover. So.
Alright, taking a regular swing at Lockwater.
Fuck, I just removed you from the goddamn thing. Hey, DeMarcus gets a 17 initiative, just exactly where I needed him in the place. All of that's intentional.
I think I did roll an 18 originally, yeah. Okay, alright. Everything's fine, everybody. Oh boy.
Oh shit. You
You
crit.
Oh my god.
You get
roll
to
for damage there.
reroll for damage with a crit. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, so he had 2 life left, and you hit him for 25. So he had just kind of like with a disgusting nothing left but bones and blood kind of grin at you, hit you once, and you deflected the blow, the last hit that he was trying to kill you with your maul. And you turn around and basically smash his face in and bring his whole body down into like a heap on the ground.
yeah.
Oh, that's...
So I did that, like, sneering at him, like, really gross.
Yeah.
So DeMarcus, whenever, with the great weapon fighting, whenever he reduces or crits, or when he gets a bonus attack on his turn.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna walk up next to Damon. And is Damon dead or alive?
Damon just got knocked unconscious again.
Fucking A. Alright, I'm gonna attack the Cyric Shadowblade in front of him.
Yeah.
Target it.
Damn, yo.
And I'm gonna use my
What
acid.
the shit?
Oh, did I crit him again? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
you're breaking the
You couldn't
game.
do that to the Bone Lord?
He's pissed.
DeMarcus was designed exactly for this fight.
Okay, so yeah, you basically smash in Peter Lockwater and come like kind of stomping through the rubble towards this other Cyric Shadowblade who's kind of just knocked Damon to the floor, and you smash down on him with your maul as well, putting him to a heap. And they are both down.
I kind of like, just after smashing into them both, just kind of like look up across like all the chaos and see all the shadows, and I see Damon in front of me. I know that like I can't actually do anything for him right now, because I am actually like literally out of, I couldn't heal him if I wanted to.
Well, you
So-
have lay on hands, but yeah,
It takes an action though, yeah.
correct, yeah.
So I'm going to I want to walk down. Is this just like a hallway
Yeah.
that I saw this guy go through?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and he's just like waiting there. Oh. Okay.
yeah, but you also moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to move that far.
Okay, so I do that, and I probably just like go to this wall right here, and I'm just kind of taking all of it in and getting ready to die.
Okay. This shadow is going to go to Anna and try to drain her. And oh, she's prone. So it does hit her. And she goes unconscious and loses 2 more strength. And it then takes that damage from Terran's spell and dies.
Yes.
And now it is the Skull Lord's turn. Not quite. He is going to step back into the room. And he is going to fuck. A lot of options. He's going to fucking A. Cast Cone of Cold into your group.
I'm gonna try to counterspell it.
Yeah, okay. Let me cast it first. Okay. So it is cast at it's a 5th level spell. Oops, I didn't mean to click that, sorry. I'll let you click that if you want. So, if it's a 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability, the DC equals. On success, the creature's spell fails and has no effect. So, DC plus the spell level, so you have to roll a...
Charisma 15.
Is it charisma? Yeah, using your spell casting. So you have to roll a charisma ability, not saving throw, right? Ability check. Yeah, charisma ability check. And you have to beat a 15. You are unable to fizzle his spell. And let me do the cone for it. Yeah, he wouldn't hit those people.
It's a crazy range on that.
Okay, that's yeah, that's fine. And so roll the damage. Okay, so let's do a little adjudicating. You have to make dexterity saving throws to see if you beat it. Now, Johoff, you have advantage on a dex save because of haste.
Right.
So Cone of Cold misses Isolde. Why is it missing? Oh, because it did an attack roll. For fuck's sake. Yeah, well, a 13 misses basically everything. Okay, so it didn't apply... It did apply damage, though. I'm so confused. Isolde, did you take damage from that?
Let me check my sheet. No.
Okay, so it didn't apply any damage yet. Got it. You guys were just happened to be low. That's fine. So make a...
It did damage Vosner.
Oh, because Vosner's
Yeah,
AC
damage.
is lower than 13. Okay, I will undo the damage to Vosner. Now, Isolde, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay. You take... What is the DC anyways? Oh, it's going to be a spellcasting thing. So 18. Okay, so 18 is the DC to beat. You failed, so you take 36 damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Mortimer does not need to succeed on it. The cultist is dead anyways? I don't know why it's swinging at him. Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Terran, make a dexterity saving throw. You also take 36 damage.
Doesn't matter.
The Hellhound in the back is going to die from whatever, so he's down too. Johoff, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. You dodge out of the way as ice shards fly over your head, and you don't take any damage. Evander needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, he already took the damage. And he succeeds anyways. So he takes 36 damage, cut in half, 18 damage. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw of... So he took 18. And yeah, he only has to get a 9, and he succeeds. So he maintains haste on you. Who's next on the list? Blah, 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 blah. Hellhound's dead. Those guys are dead. That guy needs to make a dex saving throw. And he does. And then lastly, Bosner. Make a dexterity saving throw. And
Really?
and you take 36 damage.
Cool.
Did the guy right in front of Skull Lord succeed or fail?
That's a good point. I will check. Looks like he failed. And so he dies. And with that, he's going to use the rest of his turn to move down the hallway and around the corner.
Missile, by the way, behind the wall, was oblivious to that whole ordeal and had just been adjusting his arcane firearm.
Yeah, and you look up, and all of a sudden a huge gust of, like, ice and snow comes flying through, and you see, like, the hellhounds, like, instantly get frozen solid, and Taryn hits the ground unconscious. And, yeah. It is this Shadow's turn, who's going to continue to work on Enna. He's got advantage. Doesn't matter. And Taryn, make a death saving throw. You've lost one death saving throw. Johoff, you are up. You are hasted, but you are prone.
Yeah, I can get up with just 5 of my move speed, so I'll do that. I assume I can't fit down that hallway right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to move here.
You will take an attack of opportunity from the shadow.
Oh, because I was actually technically against.
Mm-hmm.
If I attack him, do I have advantage? Because he's... No, because Enna's down.
Right.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and attack the shadow.
Okay.
How's he looking?
You hit him really hard, and you can see like his form is starting to like dissipate. It's sort of like you're just beating it out of existence.
We'll just keep beating then.
That's right. And the second hit hits as well, and you kill it.
Alright, and then I'm going to move forward. Can I move down one?
Yeah, you can.
Leave dead body?
Yeah, we'll just say you can step over the bodies.
And I'm actually going to, with my advantage on strength ability checks, I'm going to try to grab the guy below me. The Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's do contested acrobatics. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit on the screen. And he successfully dodges out of your grabs.
Alright, well in that case, I'm going to Flurry of Blows and attack him twice more.
So you did 2 attacks on the shadow, and then a grapple.
Yeah, so I got 3 attacks because I'm hasted.
Right.
Or 3 actions because I'm hasted.
Yeah, well, it's the last action is only your ability to attack one more time. It doesn't actually give you a double attack. So, but yeah, you could still use your Flurry of Blows as a bonus action to attack a person.
Okay.
Is there a reason why Izolda's got like a bunch of concentration things just popping? Were you clicking something?
Yeah, I'm not concentrating on anything anymore because I'm unconscious. I was trying to get it to go off.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries. I was just making sure it wasn't like a bug. Okay, you hit and hit him for 10 damage. Oh, you hit him at him twice and hit him 2 times for a total of 23 damage. Yeah. So you come swinging.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I was just gonna say I'm going to then use the disengage that comes with flurry of blows to move away.
Okay.
Because I look a little hurt.
Sure. Sweet. So you kind of like bound over Vosner and Isolde's like unconscious corpse as you run over to the corner to try to get out of that fight. And it is Damon's turn. Damon, make a death saving throw.
Do my previous failures carry over?
They do. Or no, they do not. It's fresh death saving throws.
Success.
Oh shit. So Johoff, by the way, has exhaustion 1 because he already went unconscious once. Damon succeeds. Okay. So positive saving throw. Has anybody else been unconscious and brought back? Just Damon once, I guess.
Oh, where are the death saves on the character sheet?
On the portrait? Near the portrait, I think?
Does he need to be just to find it?
And it is Isolde's turn. Make a death saving throw. Oh shit! Isolde hears.
I wake up, right?
Yeah. Isolde hears in her mind the voice of Ilmater telling her to get up. And she is conscious, but prone. And it is your turn.
Will rise to my feet and, still clutching my holy symbol, I will cast Preserve Life. I'm gonna move just like 5 feet down and cast Preserve Life, split between Damon and Taryn. 13 to Damon and 12 to Taryn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast as my bonus action Mass Healing Word. And it is 1d4 plus a total of 10.
Okay, so roll that amount and then I'll add it to it's like 6 people in the area or something?
Yeah, I have a list. Okay, so 14 to Taryn, Joaf, Enna, myself, Damon, and DeMarcus. I'll put that in the list.
14, okay. Oh, did DeMarcus already add his? I added it to Damon and to Anna.
I
Added it.
Okay.
So I'll add it to myself because I also get a kickback of an extra 5.
I added it to myself too.
Okay, so can you say those names again for me, just to confirm?
They're in the chat.
Oh, Taryn, Johoff, Anna, Isolde, Damon, DeMarcus. Okay. Very good. Make sure to add your own. Yep, there you go. And that was a pretty epic turn. Isolde wakes up, prompted by her god of sacrifice, stands up and brings back 2 of her party members or 3 people from being unconscious in 1 turn.
Her face is just sheer power of will.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm exhausted 2 now, right?
Yeah, you're exhausted 2. Taryn is exhausted 1. Anna is exhausted 1. And no longer concentrating. Okay. That all looks right. Peter Lockwater is dead. Hellhound is dead. This shadow is going to move on to Terran and try to drain him of strength. And roll a d4 for me for Terran. You lose 1 strength. This Shadow Blade is dead. And it is Evander's turn, who, in seeing his young pupil be attacked by this shadow, is going to fuck it up. And miss badly. Perfect. Critical fail. Evander tries to shoot his
That's
fire.
my teacher.
Yeah. Alright, missile is up.
Alright, so as a bonus action, hopefully Mortimer can have better luck where Evander has. And I don't know if a Force Ballista is going to work on a shadow, but we're going to try it.
Yeah, so... can you roll the attack again? Because it's disadvantaged because it's close.
Oh, okay. Should I not target?
No, you
I'll
can just target it again. I can undo the damage. Yeah, okay, so I'll undo that second amount of damage. Yeah, so you hit it, and it hits it for 13 damage.
Okay, and then somewhat shaken by what's been 20 seconds of a room going from an inferno with flame everywhere to like a frigid, winter's day, Missile's going to step out from his little hidey hole, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray against the shadow and possibly some other targets.
Okay.
Okay.
You missed the shadow?
Let's send another one. Oh! Hang on, it says I have no spell slots, but I get to cast it 3 times.
Yeah, cast it without consuming a spell slot. That's fine. There's a
I see
checkbox.
that. Yeah, I got you.
The second hit, strike hits.
Okay, is he still standing?
Yeah, he's got 3 health.
Alright, we'll send another one that way. Huzzah.
And you bring him down. Between you and Mortimer, you're firing your cannons at this shadow until it eventually just evaporates.
Classic. And then I glare at Evander.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get to shoot 4 times, so...
But he could if he tried.
It's true.
It's just gonna point out that artificing is better than wizardry. But,
He's a sorcerer, and both of you have buffed the shit out of Johoff. That's your dual contribution.
Fair enough.
It is Anna's turn, and she gets up and is going to disengage, I guess, and run towards the Shadow Blade, like going through the water and running down like towards this hallway. And the Cyric Shadow Blade is going to turn to Vosner, and he's going to attack, but he's going to have disadvantage, so I'm going to roll twice for each attack. Actually, I'll just do it from the character sheet, because...
Yeah. He has disadvantage on all attacks against me.
17 hit?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you have temporary HP. I was like, why is that not going down? Okay, attack, disadvantage. Is a 15 hit?
Yes. Yeah, my AC is 12.
Does a 10 hit? Oh, it does not. Okay, so he comes swinging at you 3 times, and finally your blessing from Arcanus comes through, and you are fine.
You.
At the end of his turn, the Skull Lord like kind of walks back into the line down the hallway. I think only Isolde can see it. And,
I can see. I
Oh,
should be able to see.
I don't know if you can from this angle. Oh yeah, you
Oh,
can.
well, yeah, no,
Johoff
I can.
can, Vosner can, Isolde can. You can see as the Skull Lord faces down this hallway and casts a spell at Anna. Hitting... Oh, sorry, I did not mean to do damage to Vosner. Hitting her with a glob of poison. And that is the end of that. Vosner, it is your turn.
Okay. See, I'm gonna move. Oops. Behind Enna.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I didn't think of that. I'm gonna move behind Enna. I'm going to use my second wild shape and wild shape into a giant spider. Ooh.
Okay.
And then I am going to web.
Oh, I broke it.
Huh?
I moved your character and my whole screen went blank. For the record, I did not update Foundry. There was a big update recently, and I didn't update it because I haven't, like, I remembered it this morning, and I was like, well, if I update it and it breaks everything, that'll be a problem, but it also might be the reason why everything's breaking a lot right now. So, sorry, I'm gonna have to redo it.
Alright. I will close out and restart.
Sorry, everybody. Thanks for being patient.
No, that's good, man.
Gives me a chance to like calm down and roll my heart rate and just cool.
Yeah, we all just need to like take time to like rehydrate. All right. So I'm going to web him.
Okay.
To have him from moving.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me select him first. Is he selected? Let's target him. Okay, he's targeted. Not web sense. Web walker, no. Not bite, but web.
Click that shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You
Whoa.
launch a big web loogie down the hallway, arcing over Anna's head, and it pins the Skull Lord to the floor? I mean, what else is there to that attack? It's just, target is restrained. As an action, can make a DC strength check, busting it on a success. Can also be destroyed. Okay, yeah, you've restrained him.
Alright. Would I be... Am I too big to go down that hallway?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Alright, even if I climb on the wall?
Mm,
I could see, like, my width, but if, like, the wall... if
yeah,
it's, like,
no,
10
I
feet...
get where you're coming from, and spiders can kind of get under shit. Yeah, okay, we'll allow it.
I just want to move next to him, because I can't attack.
Got it. Yeah,
So
you
definitely.
creepy crawly, I'm gonna put you right here.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't break any of my vision shit. And, yeah, you are, like, kind of poised to attack him.
Yep.
Okay. And where's my turn order? Ooh, it's getting short. DeMarcus, you are up.
All right. So DeMarcus, he just collapsed against this wall, basically ready to die. Everyone was falling. Guy comes out and he just sees him crush everyone with that ice storm, and then Izzy miraculously rises up, and he kind of stares at Izzy, and he takes this breath of relief, basically. He just starts to sort of I can't move. John, did you reset this? Sorry, I might have to log back in.
Yeah, I did reset it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he looks at Izzy and just breathes a sigh of relief about what he just saw as she kind of got up, and he assumes it was just this miraculous moment and just saved everyone as they were slowly drifting toward death. I'm about to get back in. When I get back in, he's just going to start walking toward the opening right where Anna is. And he's going to, with his mace in his hand, start walking down. What does he see once he's here? What does this weird situation look like in front of him?
So basically, you come around the corner. You see Anna, who's been running to get here, but she's just out of gas, arm against the wall, and you kind of squish past her to get in this hallway, but it's completely clogged with a giant spider. You see the butt end of a giant spider, which is kind of menacingly standing over the Skull Lord, who is covered in goopy web, kind of thrashing about.
I definitely can't move past the spider.
No, you cannot.
Marcus screams at Vosner, "God damn you." And then he starts praying to Kelemvor slowly, and he is going to, as an action, cast... He's going to do a lay of hands on himself and heal himself for 35.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Okay. You want to add that 35 yourself, or should I do it?
I get that. Yep.
Okay. It is the Skull Lord's turn, now held in place by Vosner's spell. And he... God damn.
Vosner clicks as a giant spider would.
He's going to attack you with his bone staff.
Okay. He gets disadvantage.
Yeah.
So the AC of a giant spider is pretty easy. AC is 14.
Okay, so he misses the first one.
Okay.
Hits the second one.
Okay.
And drops you to 2 health. And he's gonna attack you one more time. And he misses. And that is the end of his turn. It is this Shadow's turn, but he is dead. It is Terran's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to use my 6 remaining sorcery points to create a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
And then cast Blight on the remaining Shadow Blade.
Oh, okay, yeah. He saved, but the damage was cut in half. So you did 15 damage to him.
Alright, sweet. So like all of the latent like magical energy in the room just kind of consolidates around Terran, and then a filament of negative energy just points out of his wand and just settles onto the Shadow Blade and starts dissolving his chest.
Intense.
Dope.
At the end of your turn, the Skull Lord is going to make a attack on Vosner. Oh, I have to do it at disadvantage. Right. Okay, so he's gonna cast Shocking Grasp. Hits with a 20 for 8 damage. 3d8, and I rolled 8. And you lost.
Take 6.
You take
damage.
6. And you are now in front of him in your normal form.
Cool. Let's make sure.
Wait, did I skip the Shadow Blade this last turn? No, there's no way I did. Anyways, it is Johoff's turn. Tim.
Sorry about that. My phone all of a sudden went haywire. Yeah, I'm gonna run back over to that Shadow Blade. I'll punch him. Am I still
Attaboy.
hasted?
You're hasted and made big, and yeah.
All right.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I forgot to target.
Yeah, I did it. I did the damage for you. Go for
Thank
it.
you.
The second attack lands. The third attack crits.
And we're gonna do a flurry of blows.
Yeah. And it hits and kills him.
Dope.
And yeah, I got that bit. I can't fit down that hallway where everybody else is anyway, so I guess I'll just,
Yeah,
I don't know, pick my knuckles or something.
sure. Okay. Damon, it is your turn. You are prone, 2 levels of exhaustion.
So I can still cast a spell while I'm prone, right?
Yeah.
So Damon casts haste on himself.
Do you have the spell slot for that? I mean,
I do. I have remaining 3rd level spell slot.
got it. Alright, you are hasted. Though, hold on. With 2 points of exhaustion, your movement speed is halved. So, it's basically, it evens out.
No. Yeah, right. So I can use half of that to get up now.
Yes.
Yeah, so I do that then. I stand up and I walk over to the hallway where I know this is going to end.
Yeah.
Can I Misty Step behind the Skull Lord? Or can I not? Because I can't see the square.
Let's say, yeah. It's probably lit up enough.
So I can Misty Step behind him?
Yeah, I'll drag you.
I'll direct.
What's up, Terrence?
Can you do that with already casting haste?
Oh, he can't.
Well, Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's a full spell. You can only cast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless you had second wind or something, or overclock or whatever you're calling it. I forget. I think you used that in the street fight, though.
I think I did too. So then I am just going to get geared up for my next turn.
Okay. Oops, Isolde.
Is there any friggin' way to see down this hallway?
Well, you
Like,
already
if
can.
Okay. I'm gonna move then. If it'll let me. I'll probably have to refresh. I'm gonna move in front of Johoff then.
Well,
and cast.
yeah, I mean, we're getting into kind of a comical situation here where we have literally like 5 people obscuring vision. So, yeah, I'm gonna say.
I was thinking about having Johoff give me a boost to shoot over people's heads, but that might be.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could do like some acrobatic shit. Climbing on his back.
He's not good at that.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say
Alright.
just for like he's
Don't worry
down at
about
the
it.
end of a long narrow hallway which has 5 bodies in it now.
Yeah, if she couldn't get a clear sight of him, then she would just come down here and put a hand on Enna's arm and use her last 5 bit of movement to like kind of pull Enna aside and sit her against the wall
Oh.
to get her to sit down. And
I see.
heal.
Yeah, okay, yeah, she's kind of in a daze, but she does it. She like goes with you on it.
And not have like all of our best fighters in like one line to get hit by a spell.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Plus 4 for her and 4 for me.
Okay. Wait, so how much did you heal her? Sorry, 16?
Yep.
Okay. It is Evander's turn, and he is going to cast Cure Wounds on Terran. At 4th level. So, 21 points to Terran. And you can tell he's kind of got this like look of pride on his face with how well Terran's doing. Missile, you are up.
There's nothing to be done, so
Okay.
Missile kind of looks around and marvels at what has happened over the past 40 seconds, and I guess just kind of makes adjustments to his arcane firearm and can start walking down towards the rest of the Skull Lord, but
Sure.
not much to do.
Okay. Got it. It is Enna's turn, and she like accepts your healing, but then turns back towards the hallway and makes a shot that goes past DeMarcus's head and past Bosner's head. And misses the Skull Lord. And she makes another shot. And this one crits. And the arrow flies over DeMarcus's like head and past Vosner's face and strikes the Skull Lord directly in his skull, which explodes and lets out this like intense, like ghastly breath, and you can feel the like cool air in the sewers begin to like leave slowly as like this strange dark presence fades from the sewers of Old Town. And that is the end of combat.
Holy shit.
Well, damn.
So what happened, John? The Skull Lord is like disappeared, basically.
His head just exploded.
Okay.
He
body
dropped
still
to the ground. His body's still there.
Somewhere far away, Leoward rolls in his grave at the explosion of a perfectly good head.
Terran's gonna head down to the group.
Sorry, go ahead, Terrence. Sorry.
I say he's down to join the group.
Yeah.
DeMarcus walks past Vosner and looks at him and said, like, you can see that DeMarcus is like, he was already like kind of like in a rage almost at just like killing the stuff that he takes it to be his entire purpose to kill in life. As he walks past you, he is like searing and he is definitely not himself. And he just says, if you ever get between me and the things that I'm supposed to destroy again, I will destroy you. And he nails the body of the Skull Lord with his mace like twice.
Johoff shrinks down to a normal size.
Sad.
Sad.
Vosner just turns to DeMarcus and says, well, you know, that would be an unfortunate end to probably both of us. But I feel like there's probably better ways to deal with things you need to destroy and not destroy anything unnecessary. And he just kind of shrugs it off and walks down the hall. Back to
While
the
they're talking, Terrence kind of starts to look over the body of the Skull Lord to see if there's any, like, I don't know, clues or information about the cult that they can discern from it.
So the Skull Lord is wearing like a very fancy set of kind of like robes that have like a metal breastplate with a giant skull of Cyric in the front of them. His mantle is like ornate and finely made. His staff lays on the ground, that one made entirely of bones. And as you get closer to it, make a charisma saving throw. You feel it pull to you, like if you were to grab it, it would give you something, but you resist the urge.
Alright, Terran kind of pulls out, like, a cloth of some sort, I guess. Or he takes off his robe and kind of, like, picks up or his cloak of Elvenkind and wraps it around the staff and kind of picks it up.
Yeah.
So he's not, like, directly touching it.
Yeah, Evander kind of like pulls you to the side and is like, that staff is, well, I don't know what it is, and that scares me.
DeMarcus says, be careful with that, Terran. You don't want to go down the wrong path.
Terran nods and is a little annoyed because he thinks it's obvious that he's trying to be careful with it. But he just kind of like nods and accepts it.
Yeah, DeMarcus was like very concerned about that object, though. Like, freaked out.
Vosner rolls his eyes at the irony of the statement that DeMarcus just said.
Marcus does not notice. He's trying very hard not to pay attention to Vosner right now.
Yeah. But he does try and make a medicine or survival check on Enna if she's still poisoned.
She's
Right.
not poisoned,
Okay.
but I mean, any check would determine that. She's just
Okay.
drained of her strength from those shadows.
Karen says to Evander that they should get the staff to Marin to see what it is and how it works.
Evander agrees. And he turns to the rest of you and says, we should probably get up topside and see if they need any help with the fires.
Shouldn't we look into the
Yeah.
the room, the leader's room?
Well, Evander turns to you and says, whatever you need to do down here, feel free to do it, but try to be quick about it. We should see if anybody else needs help.
Is there any sort of insignia on Peter Lockwater's body that I could take as proof that he is dead?
There is a ring of the
I will
Lockwater family.
take it.
Yep.
And then, yeah, my focus is on Bill Thorne's office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever it is.
This one also looks like very like shaky from losing the strength to the shadow, but she's just like plugging forward.
Terran's gonna cast light on his wand so he can see.
Sure. I don't know how much range it gives, but I gave you 30.
That works.
So, we can abstract away a little bit the finding of Bill Thorne's office. You walked past it on the way in. It was a locked door. And, I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally forgot to bring Cass into this fight. So, just found her.
Yeah.
Story-wise,
That would've been
I
a-
was gonna have her, like, make a distraction for you guys elsewhere. In a set of sewers that I didn't actually plan out, so that all makes sense. That's what happened narratively, in case you were wondering. Anywho, Bill Thorne's study, yeah, you guys go up to, there's a strong wooden door that, it's locked. I can just ask you how you open it.
If we only had a magical key that could open any door.
I hit it really hard with my mace.
Yep. So, I mean, Missile could try to pick it, but instead DeMarcus just uses whatever remaining rage he has in his body to smash the door down. And once he gets inside, or once you all get inside, you find a number of things, a certain amount of gold, and I'll detail all that stuff next week. But you also find what looks to be the proof for tying him to the cult of Cyric and William Baudry to him.
I will tuck them away into my prayer book.
Got it. Is there anything else you guys would like to do down in the sewers before?
I guess Taryn and I want to see where the cult leader was going to see what he was trying to get after.
Sure.
Whatever this room.
So there's nothing in that room. That's just like storage. I know it looks like it might be an epic room because there's like some decals on the map. But in reality, he was going towards this door to the right that you guys can't really see. That's to the right of where the Skull Lord is dead, which actually leads down to the ancient sewers, which leads to the guild.
Yeah. Sweet. I turn to Taryn and I say, do you know of any good spells to maybe seal this off?
No, that sort of thing is out of what my blood has given me.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure that we could find someone here. I wonder, is there a way that I could, like, seal the door or collapse this in such a way that would be really difficult for people to get through? Looking through my spells, but I don't know.
Taryn suggests that it probably won't be harm to leave it for tonight and then get back to it when all of the chaos is over, but they might need our help outside.
Yeah, that's true.
We should probably go.
Alright.
Okay. And I think we should end it there because it's a pretty good stopping point. And I'll have some more stuff prepared, like the loot in Billthorn's study, for next time. But yeah, I mean, just to give you a little bit so that you're not like questioning if there's still shit going on up there. Basically, when you come out of the sewers, you find that the fires have been mostly put out. The smoke is subsiding, and the sun has risen, and you see a giant blooming tree in the center of town, and Tetherman at the base of it, cradling Arcanus. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Holy
Oh
shit.
boy.
A collective sigh of relief. Ah.
What a fight. God damn.
Crazy.
Feel
bro.
tired.
The only thing standing between us and a total party kill was Isolda's natural 20 on her death
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
Very likely.
And a wild shape.
Joe
'Cause I had-
might kind of rethink his excitement about becoming really big again in the future.
Big boy's a big target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering when you were like, I'm gonna run in and then I'm gonna back up a little, but you backed up into the center of the room, and I was like, ooh, buddy.
Yeah, well, I suddenly discovered that my fear was I was going to end up like backing against the opening and just trap the party behind my butte.
Yeah,
and then
no,
they just
that is,
like,
it is pretty serious, like, the positioning in big fights in small spaces like this. I did notice that it came into effect a couple of times for sure. I'm not gonna
Very,
lie,
very cool.
I'm so amazed that nobody died.
I know.
Like,
The true
completely
miracle
blown
is
away.
that I still have my 4th level spell slot for Revivify.
We like really laid into Peter right away too, so he didn't get to do much.
Yeah, no, I was surprised with that strat as well. Like, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was good. I got pretty lucky with that giant spider. I was like, what spell can hurt this thing? But I was like, wait a minute.
Well, and it's not a saving throw, so he doesn't get to use his legendary resistance, of which he still had one. So it pinned him no matter what, because it hit. Pretty smart.
Damn. Well,
Yeah. Welp. Well done,
Gonna go
everybody.
sit here at a blank wall for a few hours and just try to, collect myself and figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
get out of
so
character.
little I guess I can end the stream.